So you want to be a tanker in World of Tanks console? Okay, no problem. But first, there's some things you need to know. This game is not a race to the higher tiers. It doesn't give you a high score for reaching tier 10 the quickest way possible. There is a lot to learn in this World of Tanks, things that will be essential to your success on the battlefield. Vehicle tactics, map strategy, utilizing resources, managing your tank crews. There's a lot of information that'll come at you, and at times it might seem overwhelming. Don't fret. I'm Mobius Y, and I'm here to help. I was a new tanker once, just like you. We all are at some point. These videos are geared towards the new blood for the World of Tanks console version. The kind of new blood that desires to learn and improve, and be the best console tanker they can be. If that includes you, stick around. These tips could quickly give you an edge on the battlefield. Hey fellow tankers, this is Mobius Y speaking. Welcome back to another episode of New Tanker Tips. In this episode we'll be covering your fellow comrades in arms that follow you into every battle on World of Tanks. They are your tank's crews. A tank's crew can have a significant impact on your tank's performance. To maximize your tank's effectiveness and reach its full potential, your crew will have to undergo training in that tank. Training a crew in a certain tank requires playing that specific tank in battles and earning crew XP. Crew XP is another form of XP that applies directly to your crew's training. The amount of crew XP you earn in a battle is relative to the tank XP you earn as well. If you perform well in a battle and earn a large sum of XP, your crew will also have earned a large sum of crew XP. If you do poorly in a battle and net a small amount of XP, your crew will still earn some crew XP, but it will be a substantially smaller amount. To view how much training your crew has in a certain tank, simply go to your garage and move your cursor to the tank in question. On the right hand side of the screen, above your list of tanks and below the tank stat bars, is your crew's status. This area of the screen shows at a glance the name of that crew's commander, their level of training on the tank they are in, their level of training on a current skill or perk, and which skills or perks that crew has completed training. The commander's name is randomly generated by the game, and the name is dependent on which nation your tank's crew is from. The green bar beneath the commander's name represents your crew's tank training. Tank training determines the effectiveness of your crew in that certain tank. As you play that crew in a specific tank, their training in it improves and the green bar will fill to a solid green. If the bar is only partially full, your tank's crew has not fully mastered the tank and will operate at a reduced effectiveness. This can be a fair hindrance in battle as your tank will not perform to its full potential. When playing a tank with a partially trained crew, the gunner aims more slowly, the loader loads the gun more slowly, the driver does not turn or accelerate the tank as quickly, and the commander's view range is reduced. A tank's crew will only be untrained on that tank when it is a newly appointed crew. If the tank training bar is full green, your crew has mastered that tank. There are two ways to appoint a crew in an empty tank that has no crew. This includes newly purchased tanks in your garage. The first method is to simply recruit a brand new crew. To do so, select the tank in your garage without a crew and press the A button. The garage view will change, showing a list of tank crews at the bottom of the screen. By selecting Recruit a Crew, a new window will appear where you must select the level of training you wish to have with your crew. The three options vary in how much training your new crew will receive for their tank, as well as the cost required to train that crew. You can choose to recruit your new crew for free, however this will place them in their tank at 50% training. This may seem like a large detriment to your tank as you play it in battles. Your crew will improve with the tank over time, but at first it may be frustrating to use. For a modest sum of silver, you can train your crew to 75% effectiveness with their tank. The silver cost required to train your crew to 75% will vary depending on the type of tank you are training them for as well as the tier of the tank they are in. This is the most recommended level of training that veteran tankers will suggest whenever you are recruiting a new crew. Lastly, for a fee in gold, you can train your new crew to 100% effectiveness in their tank. Doing so allows you to have your crew start training in a skill or perk immediately as well as utilize their tank to its optimum performance. However, as this level of crew training requires gold, I do not recommend spending any for the sake of training your crew. The price of training a new crew to 100% on a tank can cost as much as 1,000 gold, which is not by any means a good value of your gold. The second method of appointing a crew to your unmanned tank is by simply reassigning a crew you already have. Remember that when you are reassigning a crew into a new tank, you can only select a crew from that tank's nation. For example, an unmanned Russian tank cannot have a British or German crew transferred into it. You will only be given the option of selecting another Russian crew to transfer. The game does its best to show you some of the better choices of a crew you already have. However, this is a decision ideally made on your own. To reassign a crew, open the upgrade menu with the X button and select Crews. A list of crews in your garage's barracks will appear. Select the crew you wish to transfer with the A button, then select Reassign. You may then choose the new tank you wish to move that crew into. If you try selecting a tank that is not manned by one of your crews, you will be automatically brought to the crew selection screen. When selecting which crew to transfer, the bottom of the garage screen will be filled with the names of your crew's commanders. Within their selection card is a portrait of the crew's commander, the tank they are currently assigned to, and the number of skills or perks they have already trained. Once you have chosen your tank's new crew, the crew training window will appear and give you 2 training options. Note that when you are reassigning a crew to a new tank, you do not have the option to place that crew in their new tank at a 50% training level for free. This is a choice only available when you are recruiting a brand new crew. When reassigning a new crew, you can either train your crew at 75% efficiency for their new tank at a cost of silver, or 100% efficiency at a cost of gold. Again, it is recommended to only pay for 75% training with silver, as training to 100% with your gold is not a valuable use of your gold. At the end of this video, I'll show a trick to ensure your tank's crew will be at 100% training efficiency in their new tank, whilst only paying in silver. To view how much training is left for your crew to master their tank, select the tank in your garage and open the upgrade menu with the X button. Select Crew to bring up your list of crews available in your garage, then select the crew for your tank in question. By opening Skills and Perks, you can see the percentage of training required for your crew to reach 100% tank mastery. Once your crew has reached 100% mastery in their tank, there will be a glowing golden plus icon in the list of crew skills or perks. This means your crew can begin training on a new skill or perk that will help improve their performance. To select a skill or perk for training, open the crew menu from the upgrade screen and select your trained crew. There will be another golden plus icon on the commander's portrait if that crew can begin training a new skill or perk. Select the skills and perks options, then select Choose New Skill. From this menu you can choose a new skill or perk that your crew has not already trained in and they will begin training on it. Training skills or perks functions in the same manner as tank training. Any crew XP that your crew earns in battle will go towards mastering the skill or perk they are training. The differences between a skill and perk are minor. A skill is represented by a silver compass icon. Skills improve gradually over time as your crew improves its training of that skill. For example, a crew at 50% training on repairs will still see an improvement over a crew with 10% training on repairs. A perk is indicated by a golden lightning bolt icon. Perks differ from skills in that they do not improve gradually during training and only take effect when fully trained to 100%. For example, a crew that is training Sixth Sense will not grant the benefits of the Sixth Sense perk until it has been trained to 100%. Skills and perks that have been fully trained will remain with that crew even if you transfer the crew to other tanks. The only way to get rid of a well-trained crew with multiple skills or perks is to dismiss them. This can be done in the Crews option from the upgrade menu. That was a lot to take in, but there's one more thing I wish to show you. There is a handy trick you can utilize when transferring a crew to a new tank that will ensure your crew is instantly trained to 100% on that new tank without paying any gold. First off, you must have your crew trained 100% on their tank, or 100% trained on any skills or perks they are training. Keep playing battles with that tank your crew is in until your crew can learn a new skill or perk. Once you see the golden glowing plus icon in the list of skills and perks, do not select a new one to train for your crew. Instead, continue playing battles with that crew's tank without selecting a new skill or perk to train on. This will cause your crew to store up crew XP. Once you have earned roughly another 25,000 to 30,000 tank XP, select your crew and reassign it into their new tank. Pay for 75% training with silver and you will see that your crew is immediately trained to 100% mastery in their new tank. This trick is called overtraining. When you play your crew without selecting a new perk or skill for them to begin training, all the crew XP they earn during battle is stockpiled on the crew. That crew XP can either be used towards mastering a new tank that you've transferred the crew into, as well as training the next skill or perk you choose for them. This is a great way to progress down a tank line with the same crew, ensuring your crew will always be at 100% training for each new tank, as well as be trained with multiple skills and perks by the time you've reached the higher tiers. I hope that wasn't too overwhelming, but it's important to understand how to utilize your tank's crews. A well-trained crew can have a significant improvement on your tank's performance during every battle. If you'd like to see an in-depth review of each skill and perk available to your crews, as well as their effects in battle, feel free to watch episode 5 of my Tactics Talk series of videos. The video is lengthy, but informs you on every detail you'll want to know for each skill and perk in the game. That's it for this episode of New Tanker Tips. If you're a new tanker, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you're already a grizzled veteran of the World of Tanks battlefield, consider showing this video to your friends who are new to the game. I hope it helps. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.